Pro Tour Rookie of the Year earlier today. He played really well. That's him on the left there.
All right, and on the right we have Robert Berni. He is playing a Wolf Run Blue ramp deck.
Yeah, a deck very similar to the one we saw Reed Duke win the Standard Open with last weekend.
I would like to say almost exactly the same, except he has a Karn and a Tamiya. He's adding a little spice of his own. Yeah, sideboard looks pretty much the same too. Just he wanted to play with Karn and Tamiya,
Yeah,
which
so,
that's fine.
Going into game 3 here, Will has already cast a Ponder. Right. And now on turn 2, he's going to Thought Scour himself.
Is this upkeep or after draw?
Well,
I guess we don't know. We'll see if he draws another card. Nope. Oh.
That's not good.
Yeah, he must have shuffled that Ponder.
That's always awkward when you whiff your Ponder,
yeah.
like after shuffling, and then you Thought Scour.
And there's so many one-land hands that are so good, and then you just don't get there, and you're like, oops. You never think about not getting there. Yeah, all right, so Thought Scour again, trying to get back into this game. He's already missed a land drop, and he got there.
All right. I mean, he's going to need to get there a little bit more, I think.
I mean, this is going to happen, right? He's only running 18 lands.
It looks like he's only running 18 lands.
And 3 Restoration Angels, 3 equipment. It's really low. All right, so Farseek into Solemn, the old 2/4 for Robert Berni. Let's see if he's got the 6. Shiny Solemn.
And things are not looking good for Will after missing that land drop and not applying any early pressure to Robert. Now, you know, Robert's ahead on the board, and he's just been ramping. He hasn't even started to do anything yet. Will gonna need something really good, really fast, and I mean, there are a few different things that could happen for Will if Will has a little bit of counter magic and Robert's hand doesn't really have anything to.
Yeah, I mean, if a Titan comes down, though, it's almost over.
And Will opted to not play Plains today, and I mean, I wouldn't play Plains either, I don't think, but not playing a Plains means that when he copies this Solemn Simulacrum, he's just going to be forced to grab another island.
Yep.
And Phantasmal Image, a really powerful card. You're seeing that right now. So, Robert Berni, does he have the Titan? If he does, it's going to be pretty rough for Will Stevens. It doesn't look like he has a Titan, so he's going to Ponder, and he does find a Primeval Titan. So, and the 6th land that, I mean, I'm not sure if he needed that. Looks like he already has a Rampant Growth in hand, so I believe what he's going to do is put that Primeval Titan, let himself draw it, and then he can shuffle away those irrelevant cards with the Rampant Growth in his hand. It's one of the really nice things about playing a card like Ponder in a deck with
a bunch
so
of
many
shuffles.
like Rampant Growth effects, because you know they're shuffles, and you know, you can just take the one card you want from that Ponder and then shuffle the other 2 away, and you get a lot of library manipulation. It's very brainstorm-esque.
It's very a pure way of seeing how good Ponder is. Like, so Ponder has the same effect on every game, right? Like what it does, like the actual, like literally what the card does. It's the same. But with Delver, it wants, like most of the time it wants all 3 cards because it gets to craft a game around that, like the decisions of the top of your deck. So like you get to know what you're going to draw and how then you're going to be able to play the next few games where everyone else is drawing off a dead deck. But so that's how some of the best Ponders are. But with these Ponders, you actually are just trying to find like 6 cards, but you have a bunch of shuffle outlets. So like it just shows how awesome Ponder is as a Magic card. It does so many small things that it, you know, about how different decks use it. And I don't agree with it in Zombies. That's just a bad place for it. All right. So do we play a main phase Delver attack?
Yeah. Not really the timing you want on that, but not the biggest difference really when it comes down to it.
I'll do that sometimes when I'm on Moto and I know that's what's going to happen. I'm not playing, you know, right there, but that's just an autopilot. When I do that, then I like stop playing Magic for a little bit online. Like I spend an hour like doing something else because I'm just starting to go into autopilot mode.
Yeah, and you're not actually like trying to.
I'm probably
think.
and I'm
you're
probably
not trying to think about what's going to happen, what has been happening.
Yeah,
you're just
so you just take a break.
Playing the cards that are in your hand, and that's not how you should be playing Magic.
Everyone's like, the top 16 decks must be wrong because Robert Berni doesn't exist. He just like sat down. He's like, yeah, I'm in this. And we're like, all right, go play.
I'm pretty sure he is in the top 8.
Hey.
I already fixed it.
Are you there?
Okay.
Just refresh this page and you'll see.
All right.
Yeah,
just
so-
refresh the page. You'll find his deck
Try
list.
to always refresh things before changing, just as a habit. Is that what you want to accidentally overwrite? Something?
Yeah, so I think it got overwritten by accident. Or
Okay.
something.
So he is playing around Mana Leak and Flash Freeze, and so Rapid Growth gets countered. How do you-
That's an interesting counter. I
Yeah,
mean,
on a Rapid Growth.
I don't know if
All
it's
right.
particularly the thing you want to be doing in this spot. But, yeah, Bernie continuing to play around these counter spells from Will.
I feel like I'm in like the show Alien because like it feels like something in my stomach doesn't want to be there.
Oh, in the movie? Yeah. That movie's the best. Scorny Weaver is awesome in that
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. Delver crashing in for 1. Will Stevens be able to pull this game out after missing his second land
All right,
drop?
so he's gonna beast within his own guy.
And that's pretty nice here because, I mean, he gets to, you know, make a 3/3 out of the Aether to eat that Delver. And he's going to draw a card because Solemn Simulacrum is going to go to the graveyard. Yeah, so now a Vapor Snag is going to target the Solemn Simulacrum. And that's going to counter the Beast Within because it will no longer have a legal target upon resolution. Pretty nice play here from Will. And, you know, Robert Berni, in many ways, let that happen to himself. But,
I mean, at least he got a cantrip, right? Or did he bounce the Solemn? No, he bounced a token, right?
no, he
Bounces.
bounced the Solemn.
Interesting. All right, so now that he's tapped out, he just prime time, right?
Definitely. Very, very quickly.
Yeah. Just slam that into play.
Play Primeval Titan, and pretty much just win. And with this Primeval Titan, I think the correct iteration would be Kessig Wolf Run and Cavern of Souls.
Mm-hmm.
And you name Giant. That way, a Vapor Snag doesn't put you in an awkward position.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about that. Would you get Kessig Wolf Run, Cavern of Souls, or would you get the Ink Moth? I think
I would
Kessig
get the
Wolf
Ink
Run.
Moth for sure.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it can be a chump blocker. Like, it's just getting stuff like... he has to, like, Vapor Snag and Flash Freeze for the Cavern Souls to be worth it, anything. And he can actually put some pressure on his opponent. I mean, I would definitely get Ink Moth or Glimmer Post far before I would get a Cavern.
Okay. I mean, I've never played with this ramp deck, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, well, you have to think of what's the threat. I definitely think that Runechanter's Pike and that Delver is a bigger threat than a Flash Freeze and a Vapor Snag.
It's reasonable. So...
Well, I wouldn't get 1 and 1. Like, you want the Glimmer Post to come into play together. Like, you want to either gain 8 or 0 this turn. You don't just want to gain 3 and 4.
Okay, but Art Berni seems to disagree. He
Yeah.
decided to gain 3 with that Glimmer Post and grab himself a Kessig Wolf Run.
Yeah, he's just missing a life for, like, next... Like, he's just, like, losing a life next turn. Because he's going to go get the other Glimmer Post and he's going to get Ink Moth. So he can just either get both this turn or none this turn and get it next turn.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not like he's going to die out of the blue from such a high life total.
No.
I mean, Runechanter's Pike can do a lot of damage very quickly, but
Mhm.
you can't do that.
Well, on that mana, no, I can't.
Yeah,
There's a couple-
on 3 mana, it cannot.
I have a couple times, like, had a Runechanter's Spike in play and then chased myself. Milled 10. Oop, I got the 5 I needed. Alright, he just says go, holding up counter magic? I mean, he must have Vapor Snake and Flash Freeze.
Seems like the only iteration of things that he could have.
Well, if he does, then it's just like the board gets... Excuse me, the board gets bonfired. So he's going to bonfire for 2 here just to clear the path for his Solemn. Yeah, might as well tap that Kessig if you're tapping your only red source. Bonfire X equals 2, targeting Will Stevens. Let's see if he has the redirect. Nope.
No, he does not. That one redirect in the sideboard, though, pretty spicy.
Does
When
he
you're
have
playing
that?
against bonfires. Didn't he? Or was that somebody else?
I
we
don't
watched
have his
earlier
deck. We
today?
don't have his deck source, do we?
We do. He does not. He's not the person with the redirect.
Oh, okay.
But there definitely was at least one person with a redirect for bonfires today. So a Vapor Snag. And imagine another Solemn Simulacrum. I'm going to come down for Berni here. Yeah.
All right, Solemn comes down, and
Gonna grab another land, and now now Perennial Titan is out of Mana League range. Or never mind, it already was.
yeah. It's okay.
Now it's out of Rune Snag range, even if he has one in his yard.
They forgive us. We can't be perfect, everyone. But you can be yourself, and that is perfection. Okay. Runechanter's Pike gets equipped to the Snapcaster Mage, and it depends, like, these are going to send it in. That's a lot of damage. I mean, I would block. I wouldn't count. I would just block.
I agree. I mean, I honestly wouldn't even count. I just block here. There's really no point.
No. There's no way I want to take 8 damage over drawing a card. Ever. Draw a card, gain 8 life? Yes.
I can just do that by pointing at this thing?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Definitely.
Alright, so we didn't count. Choi counted. It's an 8-1.
6 instants in the yard for Will Stevens.
And he took it.
He took it.
Yeah, he just wants to have more blockers for later in the game. I mean, I don't know.
No, because later in the game, things might fly.
That's true. Image comes down, copying Solemn, that's why he's shuffling.
Will even has a Moorland Haunt in play. Like, it's like not even that unreasonable.
We racing, brother. We racing. We need to turn those sideways.
Nah, man.
Giant prime time.
No.
Back again.
Now
Let's
a,
begin.
Inkmoth and Glimmerpost.
Yeah, Glimmerpost Inkmoth.
Or Hinterland Harbor.
Did he just like board out his Inkmoth
I don't know.
to bring in caverns?
But what I do know is that he's going to win this game.
I mean, that is not true. There's a Runechanter's Pike. That can't be true. Like, he could just easily just get a Plains and win the game, right? Like, I mean, he did gain 4 life, so he's at 17. He's not actually at 13.
Yeah. Yeah. So 17 here. A Whip Flare. Could be pretty good. Had that Whip Flare in his hand. And, I mean, Runechanter's Pike can make him be able to, like, block no matter how big
Yeah.
the monster is. But he's only at 10, so whatever he doesn't block, Robert can just go all in on, like, Wolf Run, and then Will's going to need a lot of Vapor Snags
Yeah.
to live through this onslaught. Because he's going to need to be able to establish a clock and have enough Vapor Snag action.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so Augur Bolus, let's see if we can find anything.
And
Anything good. Some Vapor Snag, something.
Ooh,
Nothing.
Whiff with the Augur.
And there's nothing that really is in his deck that would be good right now. Like a cantrip into a
Snag.
Vapor Snag. You just need to find snags. County, well that's 8, and that's like 100 extra.
I mean, you equip this Runechanter's Pike. So
Well, you
fast.
equip and then just like bluff. I mean, you can't do it. Alright, just conceding. Alright, that is the game. Robert Berni is coming back tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to watch Infect versus Wolf Run, because I don't think it's a close matchup. Hopefully they're on different sides of the bracket.
Yeah, the Infect deck will destroy that Wolf
Yeah.
deck. It's not going to be very close.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Close to saying goodbye.